Alright, what is going on, guys? I got my tea. This is just gonna be a little sit down and talk video. Pretty much like every video, I guess. I may switch it up to something else. Honestly, I have no idea what, because I work 6 and 1s and I only get Sunday off, so I don't have much time. It's mostly just talking about my life and just life experience, because I feel like that is very interesting and a lot of people could learn from it. And the stuff you don't learn from, just disregard it. There may be some gems in there for you. There may be some things that don't resonate with you. But anyways, yeah. Today was a rough day. Yesterday was a rough day. Momentum is absolutely, I'd say, gone. Now it's back up a bit because I'm actually doing what I love. But I have a lot to explain. Obviously, in the last couple videos, if you watch, my belief was on Kanye West level. My mind was filled with a lot of belief. Some people may think that's arrogance. But listen, you're not going to get to Michael Jordan's level. You're not going to be a Drake. You're not going to go to the NBA. You're not going to do anything special or great if you don't believe in yourself. And the more belief you have inside of yourself, the more you're going to step in the studio day by day, the more you're going to go to the gym, the more you're just going to jump forward in life and pursue more things and be in greater positions in your life. There's nothing wrong with it unless you're stepping on people and you're just being a dick in the process. But that's not how I do things, because it's a place where I walk with God and I believe in myself, and people who are around me, I uplift them and I make sure that they're on my level, because I can actually benefit from that and I extract the greatest version out of them, because now you got two people who are thinking the same and there's no friction. It's just only going up. So why would I knock someone down, or why would anyone do that when you got these immense levels of belief? Because now they have a negative mindset and they're gonna slowly take away your momentum. And that's what's been happening at work. I've had this extreme, enormous belief inside of myself to make platinum hits, to make the biggest songs, to just crush it at life. And like, my routine was absolutely stellar. I was going to the gym every day. I was making music pretty much every day after work. I was reading books. I was doing so many things. And when I'm in these states, I kind of like to stick to myself, because I realize that there's, well, especially in a place like work where you're trapped with some people that you don't even really want to be around, there's a lot of energy vampires. So you kind of have to learn how to play the game. Like, I kind of been in a weird place where I'm like, okay, like, I 100% need to keep this belief, this mindset, because I don't want to be doing this shit for the rest of my life. Like, this makes me passionate. This makes me happy. This is what I want to be doing with my future. I want to be surrounded by people who support my growth and who aren't uncomfortable by my growth and who want to see me succeed, and I want to see the same with them. But obviously at work, you're with random people, and there's a lot of people who complain all day. They're negative, they have nothing good to say, and it is a huge test in belief. A lot of spiritual people would call them energy vampires, and that is the perfect name, because I don't know how you go from huge, enormous amounts of belief to coming home absolutely drained, not wanting to go to the gym, not wanting to read, not wanting to make videos, not wanting to make music. And if I try to make music, I wouldn't be able to come up with anything, because my mind is just in so many different places, because I'm pissed, I'm angry, I'm all these different emotions. And I realized that I can never give this up, that I cannot give up music, or I cannot give up making videos or what I'm passionate about, or else I'll be in this place forever. But yeah, today was pretty hard, just because there's people who do not believe in themselves in this world, or they think you have something special that they don't, but in reality, you just believe in yourself and you put yourselves in positions and you throw yourselves in those positions because you have nothing holding you back. And it makes you look like you got something that they don't, and they're like, well, I can't do that, so I'm going to bring you down. And that is something I absolutely want out of my life. I only want people who are comfortable with my growth, where there's no growth gap. We're growing together. That's the only thing I want to experience in my life with people, because a lot of the people in this world, if you're growing, and they're staying stagnant and still, and they're not changing and they're not doing nothing, you got to go down to rekindle that relationship. You got to go down, or you got to meet them in the middle. You got to lower yourself to reconnect, or to be friends with them again, or just to do anything with them again. Or they could catch up to you and you could grow together and you could make something. Now, why the fuck would you want to go back down? Why would you want to go to a place that you were a year ago or 2 years ago? If you don't care about your life and you're like, yo, I know I'm only living once, but you know what? Fuck it. Let's just go back into all my bad habits. You know what I mean? Like, who wants to do that? Nobody wants to do that. And the people who are in that place, I'm not saying I don't care for them. I don't appreciate them. I'm just saying, if you want to be in my experience, if you want to be in my life, you got to be growing, because I'm only living once. I'm only in this experience once. And I want to be surrounded by hungry people who are just like me. But yeah, the whole thing is just a huge test of belief. I'm not gonna lie. Going to work every single day, being surrounded by some vultures. I don't want to say that in a negative way, but that's kind of how it is. Like, you just got this belief inside of yourself, and you have to think every single day just about millions and millions and platinum records and following your dreams and going to the gym, reading books and doing all these things, and you got to be super motivated while you have these people around who are just negative all the time. Like, it's a constant battle. But all I know is if I give up and I fall flat, I'm stuck in that place forever. Or if you give in to those people, or if you be friends with those people, if you open up to those people, if you let them in, now you just became one of them. You're picking up their habits. You are who you hang around. So your growth has pretty much flatlined. So I'm very particular of who I hang around with and who I choose to be with or who I give my energy to. I'm very good at reading people, especially now, because I learned with this job, I'm definitely an empath. So I like to help people. And I realize that people really don't change. They just want someone to listen to their problems, and they will literally never change. Like, I could give them gems on gems on gems and wisdom and wisdom and wisdom, and they will never change. Maybe for a day they'll be feeling hopeful, but some people are just stuck and they don't change. I mean, just try to change yourself. You know how hard that is? Exactly. So you trying to change someone else is never going to happen. Unless it's a video like this and they choose to watch it to change themselves. That's a different story. But I'm just saying, be very cautious of who you open yourself up to, who you give your energy to. And use your energy as an investment. Meaning, okay, I'm giving my energy to making music, going to the gym, reading a book. This is helping me. This is giving me something in return. Or I can invest my energy into someone who's going to absolutely drain me and I get nothing in return. You know, there's certain things you can pick and choose that will benefit you in life. But anyways, all I know is I just got to keep going. I got to keep my head down and focused. Have belief, have the vision, and believe in where I'm walking. Believe in God, believe in myself, believe in everything, because that's how you truly get what you want. You just got to keep on pushing day in and day out. But I had to make this video because I felt like momentum was screeching to a halt, and I was just thinking in my head, damn, are you going to let these people do that? Or are you just going to learn from the experience so in the future, when you meet people, you can tell right away how to act, if you want to open up to them, if you want to give them advice, or whatever it may be. Or if you just don't want that person in your experience at all, so you don't say nothing. So it was a big learning experience, and it was a big test of belief, God knows. But through the whole thing, I still believe. Through anything, I will still believe. And some people may be asking, well, how do you get to that state where you can just keep going and not get knocked down? It's just a state of evolution. Like, say, when I was a kid and this would have happened, it would have knocked me out for months. But like, you fail over and over and over again. And then after a while, you just get sick of it. And you realize that if you keep going back to that place, you're never going to be shit. You're never going to be nothing. So you got to keep pushing. You got to keep evolving. You got to keep going. There's nothing that can stop it. And it just builds and builds and builds in its momentum. And you see everything as a learning experience or just a test of belief. And all the good things happen when you are being tested and when you're about to give up, some say. So, but yeah, I don't know. It's definitely a very hectic day, hectic week. But I'm just gonna put this out there into the universe. I can't wait till I'm around people who support my growth, who aren't uncomfortable with my growth, and who are like-minded like me. I don't have to explain myself. I don't have to hide ideas. I don't have to hide thoughts. I don't have to hide what I'm feeling. We can just be in a mutual understanding and say if we split and we go into different paths, it's not one person being like, oh, I need you in my life, I'm jealous, blah, 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 talk them down. No, like, we're here together. We're here to make each other successful. And when we split, it's a beautiful thing. We just became our best versions. And we move on if that has to happen. But yeah, I just want people who are always evolving, always growing, always understanding. But yeah, definitely one tip as an empath. And the reason I am an empath, I haven't been this way my whole life, but I've been through a lot of shit that I've learned from, which made me just want to help people and be the nicest version of myself. But I learned like that is also not the greatest thing, because you can bring in people who are negative and you kind of brush off their negative traits because you feel like you could fix that or you could change that or you could bring out the best version of themselves. And trust me, I tried, but literally some of these people will never change at all. They will remain the same. And it's better for you to just protect your energy and not drain yourself trying to help someone, because like I said, it's hard enough for you to change yourself. I know that for sure about myself. I'm trying to change myself every single day to bring out some better part of me or some greater version of me, or try to kick some bad habit or try to do some other thing. And it's hard. Like, there's some things that are extremely difficult, and there's some things that actually cannot change. Like, obviously they can, but they take a lot more mental work, physical work, whatever it may be. And that's me trying to change myself. So imagine me trying to change someone else. It doesn't really work. It's extremely difficult unless that person already wants to change themselves and they already want to become great, or they want to excel, or they have hopes, they have dreams. Like, yeah, maybe they have a couple bad traits that they are willing to fix themselves, so you can guide them and you can aid them. Then that's something worth investing your energy into. But you got to be very particular in what you do invest your energy in, or give your time to, or hang around with, because you'll just be stuck in time and you'll be stalling and you'll be on the wrong path around the wrong people, and you won't be attracting the things that you truly need. You'll just be in a cycle of negativity, or back in your old habits, or back where you were a year ago, or you'll be like, damn, I'm getting old and like nothing is really happening. So yeah, always just keep moving up. Always just try your hardest. Keep fighting. Keep believing in yourself and everything you are, and stick it out till you are surrounded by the people who you know you are supposed to be surrounded by. And listen, this is not me saying anything about like family or anything, okay? Understand that. Family is family. I love my family. I'm just extremely different, so some of the things I say, they may be like, damn, that's kind of, I don't know, I don't really think like that at all in any way, shape, or form. But then again, my family has a way of expressing themselves, and it's always been trying to help me out or do things in their own way, and I understand that. And I love them for that. I love all of them for that. Like, they all did their part in trying to be their best versions of themselves at their time. Yeah, maybe some of the stuff was like, shouldn't have said that, shouldn't have done that. I'm talking about all my family in general, but that was their way of how they were feeling at the time, of trying to give the best advice, or trying to give me something that was a gem from them, right? So it was always something of them trying to help me. But I'm just saying, in this point in my life, failure is not an option. So I got to carry all this weight on my back and make this shit happen. And then people will start to understand once they see the whole vision kind of laid out and everything is finished and complete. Because now it just looks weird because I'm pulling like, I don't know, 20 views and it's not really, you know what I mean? So once the whole vision's laid out step by step, they could be like, okay. Now it makes sense. He's not crazy. So, yeah. I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you guys so much. I feel like these relatable videos of me explaining my life are very therapeutic for myself and hopefully for you. And they're interesting because I watch these videos all the time about other people, and I find them very fascinating and interesting. Depends what they're about. But, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. I got to go to work tomorrow. It's very late. And, yeah, peace.